Now,
My name is Jacob, and I have an 11-year-old son named Jackson. And Jackson and I are we're pretty much best friends. And since his mom and I got divorced, our bond has been really, really different than it would have ever been if this hadn't happened. So, Jackson came to me and he says, "Dad, I want to do some kind of a video on YouTube or something like that." So we talked about it and we thought about it and we decided we would talk about how things have been. I'm driving. How things have been with him and I since his mom and I got divorced. We separated about 4 years ago. Her and I were that's her right there. I never see her out anywhere. It's weird. Anyways, so her and I were together since we were about 15, and we've got 3 kids together. We got married young. We had our first one in high school, and we had been through a lot together as well. And we split about 4 years ago, so we were together about 20 years. And from my perspective, what things have been like is previous divorce, just a little bit, and post-divorce. And then, of course, I'm anxious to hear what Jackson has to say about a lot of this. Of course, we talk a lot, but I think this will help his and I relationship, as well as give us something to work together on. And you never know, maybe it'll help somebody that went through the same thing. Because at least for me, I hit absolute rock bottom. I mean, suicide, attempt, things we'll get into later, but I hit absolute rock bottom. And Jackson was right there watching the whole time. I went through this for about 2.5 or 3 years. And so, for me, first and foremost, the emotional aspect of all of this for a guy is very, very difficult, because for guys, most of us, to get our way, we just get louder and more aggressive until the opposing side gives in. With a situation like this, you can't do that. You either learn how to control your emotions or they burn you to the ground. So I went through both sides of that. I really did my research and learned. And I also had something working against me that we'll talk about later that made everything 100 times harder. So then, of course, the financial aspect of it, how it changed things, holy smokes. No matter how good you have it before, it's going to hurt. And how to bounce back from that. And I'm still working on that, of course, and the emotional side. So, what it's like going from being a dad to your kids when there's a mom there that does pretty much everything for the kids. I mean, I've always had close relationships with my kids, but there's no question my ex-wife did everything. I've changed 1 diaper out of 3 kids. It was the very first one of my oldest daughter. So that doesn't count. So what that was like, going from having their mom around doing all the stuff for them, and how you take that for granted. And then when you have to start doing it, you have to be there for your daughter. When she's 16 and her boyfriend dumps her and she's freaking out, don't have any idea what to do, and you don't have any idea what to say to her. So we'll go through some of that, and of course dating, that's been a disaster from, there's been a lot of good things I've learned out of that, but when you're with the same person for so long, and then you're emotionally still attached to that person for so long afterwards, and the struggles with dating, and of course I didn't know who I was as an adult, as a single adult. So dating has been a very trying task for me. And Jackson will have a lot to say about that as well. He's dealt with these people and met these people. Some of them have been good, and some of them have not been so good. And bottom line, what it's like trying to move on. When you've been with somebody for so long, there's a lot that goes into that. So that's kind of my perspective on what we're trying to do here. And I'm anxious to hear Jackson's. We're kind of doing them separate just to see if we're on the same page or what it looks like. So let's see what will happen next.